EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Cleveland and the newly named Huntington Bank Field, the home of the Browns. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Detroit Lions and the Cleveland Browns. Game time is here. Glad you're with us. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. And off we go from Huntington Bank Field. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Face red, droopy eyes. Face red, droopy eyes. Face red, droopy eyes.
Hey, light the screen for me, bro.
First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's going to be at the line. No gain. Great way for the defense to open up here at home.
Brings up second and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 9. Out of the shotgun. It's Goff. Into the hands of Brock Wright. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes,
Blocking.
have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads
I'll
to
press
big
by,
yards
man.
after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll
Can't get mad at
definitely
me.
Third down. 3 to go. From the gun, it's Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
This exact situation here, Mike, tends to get a lot of conversation around the league. I think I'm going for it. I think here around midfield, you got to maintain possession, see if you can end this drive with some points. I think you got to stay aggressive, keep your offense on the field.
Oh, did I get it? Oh, that's crazy. They hold me. They hold me. They hold the hell out of me. I was gone. They hold me. Appreciate you coming through. They hold me, bro. That's crazy. Oh, I hit that nigga. Yeah, okay. We're going to get that ball back. I ain't worried. Defense win games, but stop playing.
Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
60 Eagles! 60 Eagles!
Okay.
On 2nd down, Sanders. That's caught. It's Isaiah Bond. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Cowboy 80!
Sanders on 3rd down.
Bro, we own this.
Got his man complete. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
At the 30-yard line.
He'll run. This is
Oh, no.
Ooh, well, now you see it, now you don't. Good juke move there. And a gain of...
Okay. Okay. What's going on?
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Ready,
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go. 19, Bronco 80.
Out of the gun, it's Sanders. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Jerome Ford was the intended receiver there. 3rd down coming up.
Ready. Cougar 19.
We'll try and run for the first. Judkins. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
And he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll start this one on the ground. He's able to get away from one man. Reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. That one out wide to Gibbs. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the 1st quarter of play. Lions ball to begin the 2nd quarter as they are facing a tough 3rd and 11. Now Goff. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
That's taken in at the 50. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. On play action, Shador. He's got his man, the tight end, David Njoku. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9.
Pass to 60. Pass to 60.
Here's Sanders to throw. We'll go right back to Njoku. He's got it again. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. It's a Browns 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Jerry Jeudy, the intended target, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
To throw again is Sanders. Over the middle and caught by Jeudy. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2. Now Sanders. He's got his man complete. That's Jeudy. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They find a way to convert on 3rd and 1. Over the top. He's got it. Isaiah Bond. Touchdown, Cleveland.
It seems to me they were kind of holding this play call for this exact situation, Mike. First and goal, down here near the goal line, and they had this one worked up all week. Simple pitch and catch, and it works to perfection.
The kick is good. Makes the score round 7. Lions nothing.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Great player. Go tonight.
On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Two minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. We'll have more from Cleveland after this. Second down and 8.
Go.
To throw is Goff. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he's going to be running out of bounds, but not until he gets down to the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 32
It
yards.
is a big play there for the Lions.
First down.
32 yards.
It's a gain of 32. And the Lions
They'll come up
down.
first and 10 at the 40.
Check. Go tonight.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. What a run. He brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line. A gain there of 21. Good for a Lions first down.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. The next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
First down, and they stick with Gibbs. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. The Lions call their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Right 20.
Throwing, Goff. That's caught by Tesla. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up first and goal.
First and goal, Detroit.
A chance here to draw level before the break. It's first and goal. Gibbs, and he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
It's a loss of 1.
Now Detroit's going to use their second timeout. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Hey, Shell.
To throw is Goff. Oh, he feels the pressure, and he'll go down back at the 6. That is Myles Garrett getting in for the sack, and that's going to make it 3rd and goal. Here's the 3rd and final timeout for the Lions, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. So the last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
What the?
And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Pate's kick is good. And the Lions are on the board. It's 7-3.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Okay, break.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Sanders. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Steady.
From the gun, it's Shador. Open
Fox.
man,
Oh,
and
my
that's
God.
2. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the 1st down after a gain of 7. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. Third down and 3.
Ready, ready. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Off the play fake, here's Sanders. Going deep downfield for Judy. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Kirby Joseph. And he's going to set his guys up with a nice return. The offense is going to have it just past the 40-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Goff to throw on 1st down.
Oh, wow.
Over the middle and intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Oh, he's got room.
What the
past
fuck?
the 30.
Oh, hell no.
Left side. And he's going to take
What is that bullshit?
way back. 91 yards. Touchdown, Cleveland. What a start to the second half They come right out of the locker room and take it all the way to the end zone for 6.
Mike, we got to find out what that halftime speech was by that coach, because apparently it worked. I mean, talk about a dream start here. You find yourself at halftime, you're regrouping, you want to come out in the third quarter and establish some rhythm and momentum. And boy, do they do that here with their kickoff unit, returning it for 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. From the 6, here comes a return.
Sione Vaki on the return. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Now give to Gibbs, running right, and not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun. It's Goff. Catch is made by Wright. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Back over the middle and take it in. He's got it. It's a gain of 10 yards. 1st down, Detroit.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it, because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
We'll try and set up the tight end screen. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Goff. Throw to the sideline. Well done. Good job with the feet. Stays in bounds. It looks like, and yes, they do, have the 1st down.
And what a nice job there, getting his feet down on the sideline to secure his first catch of the game. They need to continue to find ways to get him involved, however the opportunity presents.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Throwing here is Goff. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he will be out of bounds right around the 35. That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a 1st down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Gibbs. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up third down.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him.
I did not mean to do that.
That is intercepted.
I did not meant to fucking do that.
Ronnie Hickman. And the Browns are going to get the ball to start the
I
second
don't know why he
quarter
floated it.
as
That's
time
not what I meant to
expires
do.
here in the first.
This is crazy.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10.
Ready? Panther 60. Panther 60. Reload. Reload. Ready, ready.
Here's Judkins now as we begin the 4th quarter. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10.
That's good for a Browns.
Stay right once more with Judkins. And a good run there to get him 5 yards.
DJ Reed on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 5.
Ready? Ready?
Again, it's Judkins. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Cedric Tillman was the intended target. And it's going to be 4th down.
Come on, come on. Set.
They'll try to throw for it with Sanders. This one's incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
You know, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
That's good for the Lions. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
3 for 1.
Here's Gibbs. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. The Lions call their first timeout, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Quick slant caught by St. Brown. And he'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. 1st and goal coming up.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
A
Bro, what the fuck, bro?
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Throwing on second down. Goff. That is caught, and he's close to the goal line but didn't get in. Good job to make sure he doesn't cross the plane, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now Detroit's going to use their second timeout, and it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. This crowd doing everything they can before 3rd and goal.
180.
Goff to throw. That one broken up. It is incomplete.
Fucking kidding me.
Defensive secondary, they have been really a no-fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up 4th down.
We go to the shell.
They'll go for it. Here's Goff. And that is caught on 4th and goal. They've got it. Touchdown, Lions.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. On the return, it's Jerome Ford. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Stephanie. 1918.
As Stewart on 1st down. Pass over the middle, but it's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down.
A gain of 1. Brings up
Okay,
3rd
ready?
down and 9.
Here's the 3rd and final timeout for the Lions. And they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. 3rd and 9. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.
You do that shit on purpose every time I can stop that.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this 4th quarter. The offense staying out there for this 4th down.
Bronco 80. Bronco 80.
From the gun, it's Sanders. That's incomplete. Daring Hall on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down.
You give your offense a chance to close this game out. If they pick up the 1st down, this game is over. But now, after the defensive stop, we're starting to see some signs of life on that other sideline.
180.
On 1st down, it's Goff.
What?
Pressure too much. He goes down. Here comes 2nd
I
down.
did not say do that. I did not say do that. What the fuck?
It's 2nd down.
And this will not be a spike. He faked it. This is caught. And that may not be what they wanted because he's tackled inbounds.
I can't do
A
it.
gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
So the Dog Pound celebrates. It's a win for the Browns. They put it all together against a very difficult opponent. There are not too many people who were giving him much of a shot coming in. But they rode the energy of this home crowd, got some big plays on both sides of the ball, and they're going to come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden
Jumping in and
NFL.
out.
The
I
Dog
hope y'all
Pound's
liking the
happy.
stream when y'all
It's
jump
a
in there.
win
These.
for the Browns as we say farewell from Cleveland.
Oh boy.
The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Today we've got an NFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Detroit Lions.
I could have spun myself. I should have did.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the
It's over
25.
there.
The Lions take
You
over
like the
1st
stream.
and 10 at their own 26-yard
If you haven't
line.
subscribed, please do.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
He was tackled at the
Well, sometimes you just have to
27-yard
give
line.
credit to the defense.
A gain of 8
Great
yards.
job there at the
Brings
point of
up
attack,
2nd
holding
and
up.
9.
They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Now Goff. He's got right on the short throw. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open, just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch.
Ooh,
To pick up really
that
nice
was
yardage.
And he gets this one to midfield before it's brought down. 10 more there and another 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. From the 50, it's gone. Pressure
Fuck.
comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
At the 40-yard line.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
What the? Bro, ain't no way. Ain't no way.
Takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense.
That's fucking crazy.
Well, CD, these two teams barely off the buses, and this defense already has a sack, and now the interception and the pick six to take the lead.
Partner, you have to think that this was part of their game plan coming in because they wanted to embrace an aggressive mindset and attack on defense. They were trying to force that foot in this kid, and I would say their plan worked to perfection.
Jake Elliott to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30.
Let's go.
Terrific return as they finally do stop him, but not before he's inside the 15.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And they'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Eagles' 8-yard line.
Here's gone.
Yeah. Damn, they came fast. Jeez, also aggressive.
Jalen Carter. Not the start to this one
what
that
did I
any
do?
quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield?
Oh, my God.
And he can make sure that he's really into this game.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Fuck, I put that up.
Oh, my goodness. It's no good. He missed it. And this will stay at a 7-point game. So a bullet dodge there defensively. They surrender excellent field position on the kick return, but it winds up not costing them a thing.
And that's a tough sequence of events from an offensive perspective. The inability to get first downs leads to the field goal try. And the inability to cash that in.
How the fuck is he just standing there?
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for an Eagles first down. A gain of 18 on the play. And an Eagle first down.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. Now he's going to step up and run.
Yeah, they go.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. A handoff to Barkley on the option. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. Oh, this one, he may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Over the middle to Smith. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
A short gain that doesn't get on the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. On the sneak, it's Hurts. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. A wall of bodies there. Nowhere to burrow through the line on the quarterback sneak. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Back to throw, Goff. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 23.
Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Goff finds Gibbs on a check down. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt.
Wow.
This kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up a great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. Just a gain of a yard in what all likelihood will be the final play of the first half.
Brings up 4th down and 1.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Just the 1 touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe making a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
2 yards on the
from the gun, it's Hurts.
Philadelphia.
He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15.
How in the fuck? How?
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles.
Oh, they can't definitely choose. I don't even see how that happened.
A.J. Brown, 64 yards. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Elliott good on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Lions nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start things off with a give to Gibbs. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
To throw is gone. That one out wide and intercepted. Now inside the 25. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. So they get the interception, and almost as importantly, a big return after that.
And who was the guy that saved the touchdown, partner? The guy who threw the interception. A lot of times, he just gives it the old Olay, but give him credit. He went old school. He was determined not to make this a pick six, and he got there in time to make the tackle.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
Good call there on 1st down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years of not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wound up picking up.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns, running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone. We saw evidence of that on that play.
Jake Elliott to to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Goff. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. 4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Throwing again is Goff. He's got right on the short throw. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Now Goff. Looking for Wright, and he finds him. And he takes this one in for the Lions. Touchdown. Brock Wright, 48 yards. And the Lions are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. So that, Charles, their first score of the ballgame, obviously, coming here in the 3rd quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question, and we'll wait to see the answer, but it's finally something for them to build on. Now they know that they can actually score against that defense.
And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Get to the screen,
and he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
At the 40-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. But coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They go play action with Hurts. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. He dumps it off to Barkley. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 15. Here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Goff. Going underneath, Gibbs has it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
A gain of 26 yards. That's good.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in?
A 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Gone. Open man, that's to Slaw. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Isaac to Slaw. 58 yards. And the Lions get a bit closer. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
This time, the extra point up and good. as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Lions 13.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
The trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full of confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Ford Field.
Well, subscribe. If you see this, like and subscribe, please.